Four on the Floor, brought to you by Citywide Banks. 4 questions. We each get 20 seconds. But there's going to be one question in here where we're going to take a little bit longer. Let's go to question number 1. CU and Air Force are going to play each other in football. They're going to resume that series that ended in 1974. They're going to play a game in 2020, and they're going to play a game in 2022. Good move for these 2 local programs?
I came to town and I saw CU and Air Force played, and I assumed they played every year. I moved here in '74. I went and covered the game, did a column on it, and I went, wow, this is a great series. And I just laughed because I won't live to see the next.
Oh, come on now. Well, you saw one.
Got to take better care of yourself. Is this a good thing for both programs?
Yeah, it's a great thing for both programs. So that you know, they broke it off because of disagreements during the time of the Vietnam War, and you know, 40 years is probably long enough to get over that. So
unless there's a war that happens between now and then.
I think it's great. I like to see the Division I schools play each other within the state and the region.
And he brought up a great point that it had nothing to do with football. They were fine playing with each other.
Yeah.
But they didn't want. Air Force didn't get a really kind. When I covered that game, the Air Force didn't get kindly welcomed anywhere around Boulder. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, came out recently and said there are still NBA teams that are losing money. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I do. I do believe NBA teams are losing money. I believe that it's building equity and building long-term value of your franchise, and that the cash flow you keep low, and it's not that big a deal.
It's the biggest joke in the world, and he's talked about it is, okay, you invest in a house, you spend money on utilities, you spend $40,000 a year. I just take a figure out of where. And at the end of the year, your house worth more, $100,000 more than it was. Are you losing money? No.
Yeah. See, I don't.
It's tax.
I don't
money,
think Adam Silver is a liar, but I'm having trouble believing it. When I watch the way NBA teams operate in this day and age, when they have 8 assistant coaches sitting behind the bench, 4 nutrition and fitness and massage people sitting at the end of the bench.
No,
when you've got
a little money, though.
Well, that might be low money, but it's an indication to me that they're doing very, very well. Yes, the franchises are appreciating greatly in value. I find it hard to believe they're losing money, especially with the billions from TV revenue coming in. All right, this is the one we're going to take a little bit extra time. Your visceral reaction after listening to and watching Caitlyn Jenner's speech last night at the ESPYs.
I was spellbound, absolutely spellbound. This is truth. In the 70s, I'm a high school track athlete, so I love the Olympics. So I saw Bruce Jenner win the decathlon, and he was Superman to me. I become a middle-aged guy, and I see Bruce Jenner hanging out with the Kardashians on reality TV. And I think, well, he's just become part of the infotainment circus. So I dismissed him. Then last night, that was the best, maybe not the best, but the most compelling 25 minutes of TV I've seen all year. And this was a shot, the shot from behind Bruce Jenner, when he's staring out into that crowd in that auditorium and everybody who is anybody in sports. And he's saying, you know, I used to be Bruce Jenner, Olympic champion, and now I'm Caitlyn Jenner, and I made this choice. And not only did I make this choice, I'm making the choice to stand up here and say, call me any name you want, but leave young people in the same situation alone. And I went like, wow, man, that's tougher than winning the decathlon. I was spellbound.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
So now it's your turn.
I'll keep mine very short, very simple. If there's anybody out there who still believes that either homosexuality or the transgender situation is a choice, that these people choose to be tortured the way they are tortured internally, you're out of your minds, and you need to rethink your position on these 2 situations. I was spellbound by it as well. Looking at him the whole time and saying to myself, that is courageous what he did. That shot from behind him and seeing how everybody in the audience was entranced.
Right.
That was courageous.
Isn't it interesting that ESPN got so much grief because they gave him the award?
Yeah.
I mean, prior to the broadcast.
Just to stand up there, looking the way he looks now, was courageous.
And I saw some comments to say, well, you know, this is an important issue, but it's not about sports. Well, in my lifetime, he's one of the iconic sports figures, and that's in part because I love the Olympics. But then for him to say, to say, you have to change the way you're thinking about me because this is the real me. And I've literally left that Olympic decathlete behind to become Caitlyn Jenner. I was like, wow, yes, that, it was amazing.